Better Know Your Airmen is the official podcast of the 301st Fighter Wing. Join us for airman connections, leadership insight, mentorship, and happenings, mixed with some fun and humor. Please understand that the views expressed in this podcast are not necessarily the views of the U.S. Air Force, nor the Air Force Reserve, and no endorsement of any person or business is ever intended.
Hello, I'm Tech Sergeant Hightower, and I'm here to give you December UTA's base happenings. On December 4th, Santa Taxi will be from 10 a.m. to 12:30 in Building 1420. Also on December 4th, Holidays and Heroes will be in Building 1048 from noon to 1500.
Thank you for listening to the Better Know Your Airmen podcast. This is the podcast where we get to know our airmen better. We are your host,
Chaplain Mike Seaman,
and Senior Master Sergeant Hansel Orozco. Hello, Staff Sergeant Charmant. Welcome to Better Know Your Airmen.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited.
it's good for you to be here.
Yeah. Our guest today comes out of Ammo. She's the eldest of 4 siblings. She was born in Anchorage, Alaska, moved around a lot, but calls Copperas Cove home. Why is Copperas Cove home?
Go Bulldogs.
They have bulldogs there.
Yes, we are a school of the Bulldogs. Fun fact about the school, there's 20 NFL players that come from Copperas Cove High School.
In the entire history of the NFL?
The history of the NFL,
wow.
Yes. It's pretty cool. They are really proud about it. They have a huge wall on their football field of all the athletes that went to the NFL.
Really?
Wow.
And I assume this is the high school that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just the high school.
Okay.
Now, do they ever come back and visit?
One of the most prominent ones was RG3, and they actually have a street named after him.
Really?
Yes.
Is it called RG3?
It is RG3
Wow.
Street.
Yeah, I was just hanging out on RG3.
Yeah. Wow. That's fun to say.
But yeah, Copperas Cove is my home because that's where my mom retired. My dad, he's still there in the Army, and my mom, she's no longer in. But we settled there, and
How many years did Mom do in the Army?
she did 20 years.
20 years.
Yes, sir.
And got to Copperas Cove.
Copperas Cove. Fort Hood. Well, it's Fort... oh, man, they just had a name change. Fort Hood had a name change.
Oh.
Did it really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
They changed it,
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
Keeping up with the local military news.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, it was.
Shame on us.
I saw some of the jokes that were made out of that.
Yeah.
That's really what I noticed.
I didn't realize
Not the
it'd be-
official
Not
Army
the official,
change.
no,
Just
but the jokes of
The
it.
humor
Yeah.
behind their change.
It was. It caused a big deal. They're like, it's not Fort Hood anymore.
Well,
I don't
you
remember
know,
what it's
Were
called. I think
people
it's
sad?
Some people were sad.
Tradition.
Just tradition.
How many years back? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this place used to be called Carswell.
I know, and they still call it Carswell.
They still do, and that. I mean, I don't know which one I prefer right now, because if it's an official name change, we should call it that, but people still call it Carswell because they know exactly what that is.
Exactly.
So it gets. I'm like, I don't know if I like it, or if I not.
The locals do call it Carswell.
Yeah.
Because I'll
Right.
say,
Because they
I
retired
work
out of here.
Yeah, I work at NASJRB, and they're like, what's that? I'm like, Carswell. They're like, oh, that base. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, that one.
My father almost got an assignment here. I remember as a teenager coming up and looking at the base here. Yeah.
Would have been the best time of your life.
No, we moved to San Antonio.
That was the
which
best time of
is
your life.
That
awesome.
sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
I love San Antonio. That's where I'm from. Born and raised.
Really?
Born and raised in Countdown City, the 210.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
clever.
So how long have you been at the 301st?
I have been here. I just hit my 6th year in June, so I'm working on my 7th right now. I just re-enlisted too, actually.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Who did your...
Major Trahan swore me in. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
She takes a lot of pride in it. It's really
Does she?
exciting. Yeah, she knows it by memory.
I was gonna ask if she needed a sheet or
No,
something, but
she
no,
stands
all
proud.
memory.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because we have some leadership that thinks you should know that by memory.
And that's a good thing. I just need to remind people what my strengths are and aren't, and that's why I like doing films and things, because we just say cut and we just do it over
Try
again.
again.
Just like when I shot this thing, when I said, "Oh, let's just do it one more time." That's why we got the script,
Right.
because
Take
you can
3.
mess up and do it over again. It looks perfect.
Or when the
But yeah.
chaplain taps the table.
Right.
Whichever
Yeah.
comes first.
Yeah, we're just like, we're gonna do that again. We're gonna do it again. Yeah. How awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself then.
Oh man.
What should we know? What should we know about you?
I feel like I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none. I think that's when I do my when I'm in school and I do my introductions.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually my first line. My hobby right now is I like to paint jean jackets.
Like you like to paint pictures of jean jackets, or you paint on jean jackets?
I paint on jean jackets.
I was assuming that.
Wow.
I just needed to be sure.
What images do you paint on jean jackets?
So right now I'm working on a couple for the holidays. The first one is a horse. I've never painted a horse before. So
They're tough.
It's really challenging, especially the angle I chose to do it.
Which angle is that? Not from the back.
Front on.
Okay, just checking.
I wish I did it from the behind because that'd be a lot easier.
Like it's just got a really big tail.
Exactly. Exactly. But no, I decided to go front on, and the nostrils are really big, and her horse's eyes are huge.
Yeah.
So,
but then you paint it, and it doesn't look like it
it doesn't look right.
Like the proportionate.
It looks very unproportional.
Yeah.
And I'm trying my hardest to fix it.
It's about the shading, because
the
nose is closer to whatever the photo is.
Exactly.
That's why it looks disproportionate off. So you got to do that gradients to it.
Digital art works.
Yeah.
Actual painting. I don't have the skill set, so I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, you'll develop it.
You do.
One day.
If you can do that part.
I know. The hardest one.
It's just another. You're constantly honing your craft, right? Like you said, you're a jack of all trades. Yes. And that's because you haven't become, but you got to slowly become that master, especially in that. And once you've mastered it, I'm sure you'll move on to a new hobby.
Oh, I'm going to sell them.
What's on the horizon for selling them, anyways? How many do you go?
I have
tell me the process here. You get new jackets from?
Yes, so I have 5 jean jackets right now. I finished I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's a plant, a monstera. There we go.
Oh, okay,
a monstera plant. I did that one. Very Pinteresty. I felt accomplished.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Big, broad leaves,
I was
right?
like, wow, I am a painter. I am a painter. And then...
I self-declare.
Yes, I was like, oh, I got this. This is easy. Then I did one of the 7 chakras. Just did the stones. And I did like a candle at the bottom of it. And I was like, oh, I'm an artist. I'm an artist now. Yeah. Like, put me in the textbook.
I was a painter first. Now I'm an artiste.
Yeah.
Like, give me respect. And then...
they do call them starving artists.
Oh, and I'm starving.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm starving with this horse because it is kicking my butt.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, that's the one I'm working on now. But it's pretty interesting. Learning new skills. I think that's why I feel like I've never mastered anything in that capacity, because I just enjoy learning in the creative process of a new skill.
The jean jackets, first one you painted on your own?
On my own.
You're
all
own.
freehand.
You're like, I'm just gonna risk it. Was it your favorite
for
jean
the biscuit?
jacket?
Mm-hmm.
No, but a lot of people like it.
Okay, good.
So the 5 that you've gotten, are they your jean jackets that you're going to sell?
No, I gave them away.
You gave them away. Oh.
They're gone.
The first few are free. These are your practice ones.
Yeah,
this horse is a practice. No, I'm not an artist anymore. This is
you
a
had
hobby.
it and you lost it? You had it and you lost it.
I'm a hobby now.
Oh, man.
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby.
It's you know what? It's just an interest now.
So you mentioned a horse, but you used to have a pet chameleon as well.
I did.
Tell me about your pet.
Oh, man.
And why is it a used to?
So back in the junior
did you
high, he's alive.
Oh,
maybe.
okay. Oh, no.
I don't know. Maybe. We had to give him away, but we had him for 2 years. It was this green chameleon. He's super cute. Chameleon's eyes do actually move around, and that was very weird as a junior high kid watching that in person instead of just on TV. And they do this weird walk, like they hesitate before they grab anything. Yeah, they're not cool climbers. It's like this awkward,
not cool climbers.
Yeah, like a glitch. They glitch all the time.
Yeah, people aren't seeing that you're doing like these like Egyptian moves with your hands. You know.
But in all, I got really busy with track, and my dad said I had to pick what I wanted to
yeah, those dads.
Yeah, I know. Not responsibilities. And I cared more about running at the time, and my dad sold our pet chameleon.
Dang, I wonder if your pet chameleon felt like you ran funny.
You know what?
You know,
maybe.
You judged it, and it's judging you, too.
It's like that human's eyes stay in place.
Yeah. How does it even see everything?
Right.
Jeez. Just judging you too. So you gave it away to where?
I don't know where my dad sold it. Someone came and
He-
picked it up.
Oh, I was like, he just told you it's gone?
It's gone. No. No, someone came and picked up the chameleon, but I don't know who the person was.
Okay.
And at that time, my attachment was in track, so R.I.P. chameleon.
So what you're going to school?
Yes, I'm in school right now.
Where are you going?
American Military University.
I love American Military University.
I love them too. I have one degree with them already.
No way.
Yes.
Which is that?
Real estate and property management.
Oh, I love real estate things.
Me too.
So this is another I was gonna say another one of your jacks, but another one of those.
Yes, another interest.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a mood of, I want to get into real estate, and I could have gone for the license, but I wanted not a better education, but a better understanding instead of just being licensed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my associates in real estate and property management.
That's all. You say jack of all trades. Sounds like you're mastering these things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it does sound like a little mastery there.
Yeah.
I
mean,
appreciate
it's
it.
a degree. You've completed it, and it's not an associate level, right? It is.
That one's an associate.
Oh, you just said that.
But the new one, which goes to the jack of all trades, master of none, I switched my interest into something I actually do willingly here.
Okay.
So I go to school to AMU for hospitality management now.
And
That's what my bachelor's in.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about how you do that willingly here already.
So I've always had a knack for planning events.
Oh.
And it's a really good paying career field if you're good at it. And I plan a lot of events for the base in my personal life. And I never really took it seriously. It's just something that I enjoyed. And then I found out some information with like becoming an officer and that they're not requiring certain degrees anymore or requiring STEM degrees.
Okay.
So instead of pursuing like a math degree, I was like, I'm going to do something I enjoy.
Oh, wow.
And that's why I'm going to school for that now.
How far along are you?
I just started. I just finished the 2 courses.
Okay.
I finished my associates in June. So I just
Okay,
jumped right
great.
back into school.
So you want a commission?
I would like to. That's one of my military routes, whether I stay enlisted or go officer, but I want to give myself options.
Yeah.
That's the big
good.
thing.
You can always keep them open. Can always keep options open. So you don't want to be a chef?
No. Oh, I do not like to cook.
Right.
What? You don't like to cook?
It is such a process.
Uh-huh.
For no reason. To go grocery shopping and then prep the food, then cook the food, then put the food away, clean.
I see you skipped over eating the food.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant by put it away?
See, that's even worse. See? There's too many steps. I
You
just want
missed
to eat.
the main part of like why we cook to begin with.
To eat.
To eat. That's all I want to do is just eat food. That's it. But I don't want to prepare the food at all.
Consumerism.
Yes. I hired a chef.
You hired a chef? Tell me about this. This sounds good.
I have a personal chef. She comes to my house Monday through Friday.
Wow.
And she cooks for me. And she does all the steps that I mentioned. And the only thing I have to do is eat.
Oh, wow.
She grocery shops for me. She comes, preps everything for the week. And every day, she cooks for me.
My wife would love to know her name so we could have her over at the house, too.
I got you.
You got me.
Just not during the time. From 5 to 6, you can't have her.
Oh, dang.
Anything
wow.
after.
God.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I usually do late dinners as it is. Like I'm a late dinner kind of guy.
Perfect.
You know?
I'm an early dinner type of gal.
Yeah.
Wow. That's too soon. I just had lunch. I just had it. I might be burping on this podcast. Like I just had lunch. So what's the dishes like? What's her process? Do you have any food allergies? What's going on there?
No
Tell me your
food
whole medical
allergies,
history.
But I know. Hey, listen up, everyone. No, she's actually pretty great. She has a culinary arts degree.
Goodness.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just found her
She's
off
not
the block.
a freelancer.
Yeah.
What's her specialty? What's that dish you really like?
I think my favorite dish from her by far is because I can't make it and she can. But she made me stuffed bell peppers. I know it's a very simple dish, like out of all the items, but that she kills it. I burn the peppers or I don't do the proportions correct, but she every time
Nails it.
Chef kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But
Hopefully she won't go up in her price after hearing this.
I know, right?
I know. She's like, free marketing. No. But yeah, she sends me 40 options a week to pick from. And then from there, that's when she does like her grocery shopping and stuff. So I have a lot of options. If I wanted to change to like the paleo diet or keto or vegan, vegetarian, she can accommodate that as well.
No way. So how do you what do you Google search this?
I did.
Okay.
I did Google.
What are the
search her.
exact words you searched?
Personal chef. In-house.
In-house.
In-house. I
got
wanted that. I
this.
didn't want food getting dropped off.
Right.
Because
Okay.
I enjoy watching the
You
process.
want to see your
Oh.
kitchen being utilized.
Exactly.
And all the things.
pots and pans.
Does it feel like you're in it if you're watching it? Or
Yes, I am a part of the experience at that
Okay,
point.
There you go.
Yeah. You should
But-
cut out like a cardboard TV frame
Yeah.
in
My
front of
own
her.
Food Network.
Yeah, so you just watch her do
Does she
all
make
that.
comments as she's talking about mixing things and everything?
Because I've had her for, oh gosh, it's November, probably like 4 months now. And we have like a friendship now.
Okay.
So we talk while she cooks. Before I would like awkwardly just sit on my couch and just like watch and just be like, hey.
That's something
Just
else.
staring.
Yeah.
Like, just,
Like the cat or the dog waiting for the meal to be done, you know?
Just
yeah,
watch.
yeah.
Yeah. Now it's
Salivating there.
interactive.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
She doesn't have to read my eyes blinking or
Just look at her and I'm like, wow. I'm like, it smells really good. And she'd like look up and like, thanks. So it was like awkward.
She's like, thanks, I know I have a degree.
Yeah,
in
she's
this.
like, I do this.
I'm
thanks.
good.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny.
That is.
That's pretty good. Oh man. So what do you get her for? What are you getting her for Christmas then? Are you like updating your kitchen for her? You
A
know,
blender, you know,
You
something.
know, she kind of already told me my supplies weren't adequate because she
I knew
brings
it.
her own stuff
I knew it.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew it.
she.
Your
I thought my
knives are
knife
not
set-
sharp.
they're not.
Yeah, they're not.
I
the
thought they
instruments
were.
you
that's a
want.
safety issue.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's why I don't cook because all of it just wasn't working. So she brings her own supplies now. I'll probably get her a gift card, but not to a restaurant because she cooks
Right.
herself. you
Right.
know?
Yeah, gotta get like an Amazon something so she can just pick it out herself.
I know. I feel so bad because it's like I like telling people about her,
Uh-huh.
but then I don't because I want her to be there for me.
Right.
Like, do your meal prep for everybody else, but come to my house and enjoy time with
Yeah,
me.
come and
only.
hang out. It's
So
your
it's
friend.
it's becoming more of a relationship than it is just cooking for me now.
Yes.
Okay. Huh.
I think I would sit at like my dining table and then like install one of those kitchen doors that just swings
Oh,
in and out, just so it's like not awkward at first,
Right.
It's just
Knife and fork in
Yeah.
hand, waiting. You
a
know?
fake menu that I
Yeah.
just look at and stare like, I'll
Uh-huh.
have the whatever you're cooking
Cooking.
today.
see, and the beauty of it is she plates the food too. So when she's
wow.
finished cooking, she actually does bring me my plate.
Man.
And if I want to like drink or anything, she
Just
also pairs like
The
the
wine list with
Really?
it.
With the
Oh,
meal,
this
yes.
would go well. This white wine
Yes.
would go well with this fish.
She's
Man.
Oh
phenomenal.
my!
Like, what kind of water goes well with this? Because I'm trying to stay sober.
I need
you know?
ice.
Yeah.
Ice
Just
cubes.
shake your glass. You're gonna
Leave her
hire a
sick.
personal waiter next.
I know.
You know.
Yes, next.
Look, I'm trying to live a very what's the saying? Soft life.
Soft life.
A soft life.
Okay. I mean, hey, like I say this, but then like I really haven't cooked for myself in a while.
See,
So I mean I
because
get
it
it.
takes a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of
the
effort,
whole
especially for one
process.
person. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So wait, does she cook enough? Like their portions, it's for one. Like is there a little
Yes.
leftover for
There's
the next day?
Plenty of left because I don't actually eat a lot. I eat a lot over time, but not in like one setting.
You have a chef that cooks for you every day,
Yes.
and you don't eat all of it.
I
once.
don't. I
Dang.
usually the leftovers is usually for lunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
It's recycle.
depending on like
Mhm.
how much portion she makes
Mhm.
for that night, then I let my boyfriend eat.
Oh,
food as
okay,
well.
okay.
So it's like 4 servings per night.
yeah, wow.
That's
4 servings per night.
Mhm.
How much does he eat of it? All of it?
Majority. Yeah,
Dang.
he's a big
yeah,
guy
he's a big guy.
Dang.
Yeah.
for no reason.
For no reason?
For no reason.
I'm
Just
sure there's a good reason.
strong
So you found your way to his heart through your chef's cooking, right?
through
Nice.
the food of her
Yeah.
that I supply.
I pay for this, son.
Love me. No.
Oh, man.
That's pretty good.
If you're ever mad at him, you're just like, no, I threw away the leftovers.
I guess you're not eating tonight. Sorry.
Does he like to cook?
He does, but our palates are kind of different. So he's very like meat based. So steaks, burgers. And not that I'm not, but I'm more of a sides gal. I like mac and cheese, green beans.
Right.
And then I'll like nibble on the main dish.
Okay.
But
Wow.
he's like, give me
The
this
meat.
big old steak and then like a scoop of mashed potatoes. And I'm like, ew.
It's getting in the way of the steak.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Give me
Tough
2
filling.
plates.
Yeah.
Dang. So he does. He hates that bread basket that they usually bring you at restaurants. He's just like, no,
Yeah, I eat the bread
that's
basket.
all you.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then he eats his food.
Well, it's
Right.
a good relationship. You can
Yeah.
divide it up. Divide and
Heck
conquer. Yeah.
You take the main, I'll do the sides.
Wow. How fun. So you mentioned hobbies. What are some other hobbies you got? Had in the
Yeah.
past? What's your next hobby? What's going on here?
It's so hard to pick. I used to paddleboard. I used to hike pretty frequently.
Paddleboard.
I
Nice.
used to be a photographer.
How many
I was
times do you
like-
fall off your paddleboard?
I'm very good at balance. I'm really good at yoga too.
Oh, really?
Fun fact, I can do a headstand.
Really?
Let you go.
Prove it.
Hold
No.
Can you
I'm
do
sorry.
that swan thing?
Swan.
Yeah, they stand like that. But
With like your hands all close to you.
Yeah.
Like,
All
I
of
don't
the-
understand what's going
the
on.
poses. I know
Yeah.
as we
It looked like a
make the
karate
motions.
move.
No, it was my daughter teaches it, and it's upside down, and it looks. She calls it the swan.
That's advanced. I never make
Wow.
it that
Yeah,
far.
she
That's
is a
that's
She's a
master.
jack of all
Yeah.
trade.
No,
A
she
jack
hasn't
of all trade.
mastered
Your
that.
daughter's
Hasn't
a
mastered that.
Master, yes, she is a master of that. Yeah.
But
Nice.
yeah, I just get into the hobby enough to
Mhm.
like enjoy and say that I have done it,
Check.
and then check,
Yeah.
and then
And move
after,
on?
and then move on to something else.
Oh wow.
Because I'm like, oh, that looks exciting. Let me, like, I see in your office right now this cycling.
Mm.
I don't know if I have the leg strength to be a cycler, but
My wife doesn't have the leg strength. You
She
see, that's
doesn't?
a tandem
Cyclist.
bike. I have
You-
The
I
tandem
am the
bike.
strength.
I
Yeah,
am the
yeah.
strength. I'm the horsepower behind that.
See, I need to let Dawson know.
That's why you brought her
Yeah,
own
that's
bike.
why,
which
you
is right
see
behind
that
me,
as
right?
her birthday behind
That's
me.
her.
Yes.
I like that.
Like, if you ever want to ride by yourself,
Yeah.
that'd be
Here, take this.
yeah. Wow, that's so funny. You're just like, go ride on your own, please.
Mm.
Thank you. So when did you join the military? When did you join the Air Force?
I joined right after high school.
Hmm.
Had a lovely moment of I had a half ride to Arizona State University.
A half ride.
Half ride.
Cool.
Okay.
And then my mom's her GI Bill didn't transfer in time by the time she retired, so it didn't transfer to me.
Oh.
And we found out at Arizona State.
Oh.
They're like, yeah, you still owe $16,000. I was like, okay. They're like, for the semester. I was like, oh.
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 And I'm looking at the U-Haul, outside or
Yeah.
U-Haul. And I'm like, yeah, we should probably head back. Because I don't want to be in debt. $32,000 for my
Wow.
freshman year of college. And I had a huge, quarter life. I'm going to say an eighth of a life. I don't know. Quarter life crisis.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to join the military.
Yeah.
Do it for me. Do it for me.
See the world.
Yeah.
Here you are.
Here you are.
And it's a great experience so far. I joined, I think, 2016.
Mm.
It's a year.
Okay.
Yeah, 2016 is when I joined.
Yeah.
And-
You did your 6 years. Yeah. You said you're in your 7th now.
Yep.
Yeah, all ammo, all
ammo.
all here at the 301st.
Here at the 301st. I had a
Wow.
lot of opportunities here at
Mhm.
the 301st, job-wise, being, detailed out to other areas. I started with the developmental training flight. That's where all reservists start. And I was a split trainee, so I went to basic training first and then came back
Oh yeah,
to
yeah.
mentor. And that was a really unique experience. I got coined for that. The coining was cool, but the experience was, I want to go back and do that. That's but I have to be a tech sergeant. So
Okay.
once I make rank, I'll apply for that. But
Okay.
really unique opportunity. Then went to ammo after graduating tech school. And then just recently, I was detailed at the group unit training.
Okay,
So I
yeah.
got to oversee all of the group's training records, making
For,
sure
for maintenance.
for maintenance. And that was a really eye-opening experience seeing the admin side of training. Like, yes,
Yeah.
you know, it could be boring, but it actually makes an impact, especially when you're looking at it from that level of people not being able to like accomplish the mission because they're not trained
Right.
properly or have
Qualified, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And being able to speak in front of the group commander and the squadron commanders monthly, that was exciting as well.
So it's growing? Did it?
Growing,
Yeah.
yes, very, very much so. Just to see it all, because I don't have issue talking in front of people, but making sure that you know what you're talking about, especially when you're briefing commanders, I think it helped strengthen my ability. So they throw me in the loop now in ammo. They're like, oh, go brief this person. I'm like, okay.
Anything. What do I brief them on? Whatever you want to brief them. Just brief them. I just want to
talk
see it
to
happen.
them.
Yeah, just go ahead and talk to them.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, welcome to ammo.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Right.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Which one's my desk?
Yeah.
You know, that's how, man. So how long, so you're doing that now? Right.
I'm back in ammo now. I just
You're
finished.
back. You finished your tour of training.
Yes. That was a nice time.
So who's taking it over from you? I'm sure you had to train somebody. No?
No, it was a pretty quick transition. It went
Okay.
from me, and then he's now a Master Sergeant.
Oh.
Master Sergeant Horton took over
Ooh.
my role. So he just finished his. So they're in the works of getting that position refilled, but they were just like detailed slots.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
What was the most meaningful moment in your career? Something that just stands out. Boom. And silence came.
I know.
Mm.
You know, there's a lot. I didn't really expect the military to be valuable to me in the way it is. Growing up as a military brat, both my parents were in the Army. I feel like I kind of took it for granted. So now being in the thick of it
Okay.
and being involved, I would say the friendships. The friendships that I've made and the mentors that I've encountered are the most memorable moments for me, because that's like, it's a time and place situation.
Okay.
And if I wasn't in the military, I wouldn't have met the people that I've befriended or can call mentors
Yeah.
without this experience. So
Okay.
It's true. So it's and so you're way ahead from here, like having all these great mentors and these positive experiences that you've had and the training. And what do you feel it's leading you to?
I think that's a hard question to answer, because as we expressed earlier with keeping options open, I lean more towards, you know, being in the military, where that's serving enlisted and hopefully one day being like a reserve command chief. Like, that'd be so awesome. Or being an officer in like the hospitality or service realm. I know I want to give back in that way. Yeah.
Can you see yourself as a chief?
Oh my goodness. I would love to be a reserve command chief. Like, I think I
Chief
would be
Charmant.
so...
Yeah.
has
I
a
can,
nice
I
range.
can see that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Charmant.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest rank there is.
Chief?
Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chief.
You're chief.
I think the second coolest one is Senior Airman.
No, I think the
I
second
think so.
coolest
That's the
one is
best one.
Chaplain.
Really?
Yeah.
Chaplain?
Yeah.
Y'all got a unique field, man.
Well, I'm glad you think that. You know. That,
No, I lived that.
Yeah,
may
you lived
think
that.
I
Yeah.
lived that.
I am it.
I am. Therefore, I am.
It's all right from where I sit. You know,
Yeah,
it's okay.
it's okay.
But yeah.
If you were an officer, what would you want to do?
Services.
Services. Okay.
But I feel like because I've been a maintainer, by the time I get to that point, I've been in for so long that they'd probably put me as a maintainer officer, which would also be fine, especially having the experience of that. But
coming from training and all that, that's a lot of prep. You know,
Yeah.
it gives you a lot of perspective.
seeing
Insight
in
to
their
what has to be done.
exactly from their eyes, even meetings that necessarily weren't training related, I still had to sit in via my ammo job and just seeing how they have to view everything from the big picture.
Right.
And that, you know, the flight chiefs or the flight commanders look at it at the lower level and funneling up to the vision. That was a really unique experience to see in those meetings.
Those decisions are pretty hard to make sometimes because like you get stuck in the details there. And you start to think maybe something's not fair or something's not right or I need this explained more. But once you start seeing it from that level, you start to see why.
Exactly.
And that's hard. That's a hard thing to paint because sometimes people see, I don't know, you know, guys chime in on this as you like, but I think like sometimes people see like how it affects them, and you have to see like that wider picture,
I agree.
right? If you let, like for example, you let something go now, let's just more in the realm of disciplinary, like you let something go now,
Yep.
then you should let it go for the next person, otherwise it's not fair.
Yep.
So what kind of trend are you allowing to occur, and how does that in that area, how does that affect our ranks Air Force wide?
I have
DOD.
nothing but respect for especially senior leadership. Like, granted, being a staff sergeant, like, it's really unique to see how the airmen act, because being one, you know, you're like, oh, okay. And then now at the NCO level, you're like, okay, I have to start looking at it with a different lens.
Right.
And then looking up to my rank to chief. And I'm like, okay, they have to see big picture. But then looking in the meetings, those commanders are looking at the vision. They're not looking at just big picture. They have to see
how this ties into all that.
To everything.
Yeah.
And just seeing like the mindset that each rank is having to operate at.
Which do you think is the most fun rank to be at?
Yeah, senior airman.
Senior.
No, I think so too. Senior airman, because it's a sweet spot. Because I think you can be a sponge as senior airman. You have responsibility, but you don't have enforceable responsibility. So you can exercise being a leader. You can shadow different ranks or mindsets, and just be a sponge. And it's acceptable. But when you start making rank, especially senior leadership rank, not that you can't be a sponge or. It's just less.
Well, you become a servant leader. You're working for the people still. People think you're the one in charge and doing things, but you're doing things for each individual person.
So that senior airman can do his job and do it without interference.
Exactly.
Yeah. The same thing I tell my lieutenants. That's the best rank it is.
You tell them it's the best rank?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I tell them it's the best rank there is. Yeah, because nobody expects you to do.
Exactly. No pressure.
No pressure.
Be a sponge.
No
absorb.
expectation.
No expectation. Except Chaplain seeming sneaking up on you. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yes.
Yeah. Why are you doing that? That's not how I would do it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now are you ready to play a game?
I am ready.
It's called Your Circle. So we went around your work center and we asked people to give us information about themselves that you should know about them. So we're going to ask you questions about them and hope you get the answer right. And just to be fair, we'll tell you who they are, and you get to pick who we ask you about first, and so on and so on. So are you ready to play?
I'm nervous. I'm ready.
No.
Okay, so we have Staff Sergeant Jessica Myers.
Okay.
Staff Sergeant Clarence Cobb II. I saw that in his email.
Okay.
Things people don't tell you when you ask them about themselves.
God.
Tech Sergeant, is it Cosme?
Yes, Cosme.
Gallegos Jr.
Yep.
As it appears in his email also. Master Sergeant John Durden.
Okay.
And Senior Airman Dawson Gord.
Whoop, whoop.
So who do we ask you about first? You pick.
Honestly, I'm down to go down the list.
Or dishonestly, however you want to do it.
Dishonestly?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of nervous. I feel like it's such a broad
Don't
spectrum
look at
of
my
people.
sheet.
I know, right? Let me
You're
not cheat.
cheating already.
We can go down the list.
Just down the list.
I think
okay.
the order is pretty.
Well,
Okay.
That's brave.
That is. Okay. Staff Sergeant Jessica Myers. What is her favorite hobby?
Oh my gosh. I know. Start the timer. Her favorite hobby, I would have to say probably tending to her horses.
Okay. Okay, good. Awesome.
Am
That's
I
awesome.
wrong?
No, you're right. That's
Oh.
exactly what she said.
Yay!
And she mentioned a second one. I said because when I asked her this, I said, I mean, do you have other ones that she might answer with too? Because you, like yourself, you have multiple hobbies. There might be like jean jackets, and like, well, no, that was last month. This month, I'm walking, I'm climbing things like a chameleon. This month,
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say because it's our guilty pleasure is probably online shopping.
Okay.
Or Shein.
She'll probably agree to that, but she mentioned guns.
Oh,
me.
yes.
Yeah. But it's okay. You got the points for it, and you just didn't get the bonus points.
Oh,
for it,
I'm
but
so
that's
hurt.
okay. But it's all right. Shopping. I mean,
If it helps, she's getting back into it. She just had a baby.
Shopping?
into shopping or guns?
It's a
guns.
gun.
Does it help? She just had a baby. Please expand on this.
Yes, she just expanded her family.
Okay.
And we actually had a conversation about that the other day, is that she wants to get back into the range and shooting and stuff. So,
Okay, great.
I was hoping it was the shopping and not the guns.
Yeah,
But I guess we made
she's
that
back into
connection.
shopping.
We're always,
like, oh,
we're
okay.
always shopping. We're always shopping. But not always shooting.
Right. Okay, number 2.
Dun dun.
Staff Sergeant Clarence Cobb II.
Kababa.
Sorry. Myers is also from the 24th. My bad. And Cobb II. Back on it. 301st Maintenance. What is his first dog's name?
His first dog is named Domino.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
R.I.P. Domino.
Yes. Now, so for some bonus points, what is the breed of that dog?
Oh, snap.
No.
Is it a Shih Tzu?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
He's a Shih Tzu. And what happened to that dog?
Oh, gosh. Cobb. I'm so sorry, Cobb, but I have to out you.
He told me. I said we're gonna talk about this on every single one of these people. I said
they're comfortable.
I said this is gonna be on a podcast. So
Okay.
whatever you share, it's gonna get expanded on. Probably. I didn't realize we were gonna make guns and babies references.
Yes, I didn't either.
But
But it happened.
that's the natural flow of things.
We're here.
So what happened to his dog? This is additional bonus
Yes.
points.
So Sergeant Cobb, Clarence, decided to leave poor little Domino in a dog park to use the restroom,
Oh.
and the dog park was right near his apartment. So it wasn't as if he abandoned his dog.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
The way you
and-
said it sounds like he just abandoned
No.
his dog.
It
For
does
the
sound like he
audience.
abandoned
He did not
his
abandon
dog.
his dog.
did not.
He just let his dog do business.
Yes, the dog was in eye shot. If he was in his room, he could see the
Hmm.
dog in the park. But I believe Cobb went in to, I guess, change real quick or put down his bags. And when he came back out, Domino was gone.
Hmm.
And the rumor is either A, Domino was taken by somebody in the complex.
Hmm.
No, that's the only theory.
Okay, I was like,
Someone-
NB and
someone
B
took it.
aliens.
The aliens took it.
C, a hawk took it.
And it's sad because every now and then we see Domino lookalikes.
Really?
Oh.
Oh
That's
man,
the sad part.
man.
R.I.P. Domino. Who knows?
Nice. That was a sad one. I was like, "That's what you want to share." Okay,
I
that's
know.
what I'll ask her that, because he just tells me first dog's name, and I was like, "Okay, first dog." Yeah, I get all the answers, and I'm like, "Why first dog?" And he's like, "There's like a second dog," or he explains that, and I said, "Okay, what happened to that first dog?" He goes, "Oh, it was stolen." Like he just says it casually,
Yes.
I'm like, I need you to really explain that.
He was a really good dog too. Very obedient. Followed Cobb around.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't need a leash.
Dang.
And I guess the one time he
Should have had it on.
should have had a leash, they
Yeah.
saw how great of a dog he was and took him.
And took him.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Wow.
That's just like life, isn't
I
it?
hope he's prospering elsewhere.
I hope so too.
Number 3,
Dun dun.
Tech Sergeant Cosme
Oh gosh.
Gallegos.
I'm nervous about this
Junior.
one.
Really?
Yes.
Are you really?
He's a fun guy, so
Is he? Okay.
I'm nervous.
So, he has a specific laugh
Oh
that he enjoys making. What is that laugh?
Sergeant Gallegos, you're so mean. You're so mean for this. So he does like this, I think the word is maniacal.
Okay.
This maniacal laugh. And,
For the audience, please demonstrate.
oh my gosh. He goes like, yeah. Yeah.
They are missing the
And-
video portion.
I
of
wish I
this.
could see the reaction.
Your hands are like up,
Yeah.
He's-
like your elbows against your ribs and your hands out and up, like.
But he does it so perfect because it's at like the most random times, or when
Really?
he's like entering a room,
Uh-huh.
he'll like play music and he'll do like yeah,
Really?
and then everybody responds back with the sound
Really?
that I just made. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
a lively guy.
He had a second question.
Oh gosh.
So there's a specific phrase that he uses when he's answering or greeting people. It might be the same thing.
The laugh.
It's just like a yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Okay. So he asked it 2 different ways. He needs to explain that next time he texts me about it. But yeah, that's him. Awesome. Good job. Okay. So
On
no
a
bonus
roll.
points because I know those were 2 questions, but apparently they were the same answer. But that's interesting. I need to see this laugh. I need to see it
It's perfect.
happen.
It's so perfect.
in the wild, not like
In the wild.
demonstrated for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to like walk in and see that occurring.
Experience it.
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, number 4,
Dun, dun.
Master Sergeant John Durden. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Do it first maintenance. What is his son's name?
Sergeant Durden, I don't think you've ever told me your son's name, to be fair. But I do know how old his son is.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a yeah. Go ahead.
I believe he's 10.
All right.
He's a
Yes, he's
10-year-old.
10. That was part of the right there. 10.
Was that the other question?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's a bonus.
You got the bonus. You got 10. How do you know that?
How do I know
Is
that?
he always like my 10-year-old, my 10-year-old, my 10-year-old? Like, how do you know that?
I found out when we were at Wessup, so in Tyndall, Florida. He was talking about his son, and I believe his son's like birthday was coming up,
Okay.
or something like that. And he said his son was 10 years old.
Ah. What's his son's name?
I don't know his son's name. I know. I was trying to was it synapses? I was trying to connect.
Yeah, I was trying to help you out there. You know.
I do not know his son's
Dang.
name. I'm so sorry, but I don't think you told me, Sergeant Durden. Tyler?
Yeah.
Oh,
It does not.
congratulations.
I know, right? Thanks. Tyler is his name, and he's 10 years old.
Oh
I
man.
got it right all along.
Yeah. Yeah. You knew it this whole time.
But I do know another fact about him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh.
Since I didn't know your son, I do know something. Sergeant Durden is really big on bringing people together.
Okay.
And his favorite way to do that is through like card games. So
Go on. I love card games.
We had a blast with card games at Tyndall, and even at work, like after work when all this stuff is done.
Mhm.
We used to play this game called oh my goodness, Unicorns.
Oh yeah. It's like
Exploding
yeah, exploding. Well, there's exploding cats
Ki-
and then kittens
yeah.
and then the unicorn. And then they've made other games like that too. Yeah.
Yes, and we
Yes.
played the unicorn game a lot, and we gave Sergeant Durden the nickname Americorn, Master Sergeant Americorn, because that's one of the unicorn cards.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
was
it's like
really
red,
big
white,
on-
and blue and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
and that's one thing I do appreciate about Sergeant Durden.
Sergeant Durden get in touch with me about doing featured game nights. Okay.
Heck yeah.
Here at the base. Yeah, that's awesome. No, I do like personally, like I do love board games as well. We just had poker night.
How did that go? I wasn't in
Oh, we had a
town.
blast.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Real good time. We had 11 people participating in that.
That's
and,
good.
Yeah, it's a good, especially for like Wednesday after post UTA. There's a lot of factors in there that were really against us. He missed Chiefs and I go dressed up as a poker dealer. Like he came ready to deal.
Ah, he did.
You
That
know.
was
It
awesome.
was a sight
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And-
wasn't even in town.
Oh man, and all the little like just all the suspense of who's winning and whatnot and who's lying and everything.
Mary
It's just
Arnold was
Mary Arnold, like
was
real
kicking
ringer.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah, but Mr. Rob Clint won. Mary Arnold got second, our DPH.
Okay.
And then Clint, Mr. Rob Clint, who's our honorary command chief, he got first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Which-
the money.
Yeah. Well, there was no money.
No money.
No
was
money. There were prizes, but
Prizes.
no money. Yeah, there was no money
got the
changing
win.
this whole thing.
He got the win.
He got the win.
Okay.
Yes.
And before we get to our fifth one, let's take a moment to let's hear from our sponsors. I'm just kidding. We don't have sponsors.
I was
Okay.
like, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all moving up.
What would an Air Force sponsor be? Like, what would be an Air Force
Join
sponsorship?
today.
From like recruiting. Thanks, recruiting. Good one. Nice line.
Yeah, Air National Guard recruiting.
Yeah.
Air
If you
Force
would like to
Reserve
serve
Yeah.
part-time in the world's greatest Air
Air
Force,
Yes.
please contact me today. And then just have like an eagle screech for
Oh,
freedom.
no, that's a hawk. No, that's a raven.
Whatever an eagle makes, that's the
Bark?
sound inserted. Woof,
Yeah.
woof.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, sponsors.
All right. Number 5.
Another one.
Number 5. Another one. Another recruiting video. Yeah. Number 5. All right. Senior Airman Dawson Gord from 24. Boy, I really hope I get this one right.
I hope so too. If I get this wrong,
It's over.
he's gonna
no
break
pressure.
up with me.
I
Oh,
don't know
man.
about that. You got your own chef.
I know.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
now.
true.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
If he could eat one food for the rest of his life, what would it be?
He's obsessed with chicken wings. He's obsessed with hot Cheetos and steaks. But if it was one, this is hard. He actually eats hot Cheetos every day. That is a fact. but I feel... Is it right? Is it hot Cheetos? Because I'm going to say chicken wings. I feel like that will be his final answer.
It's your question.
I know.
It's your question.
Dawson, I'm so sorry. I'm going to say chicken wings. Final answer.
Hot Cheetos.
Oh my gosh.
You said he eats it every day.
He does
He
eat
said
it.
he eats it every day.
In fact, I was getting ready to call it.
Oh yeah, he was
so-
going to call
I was
it right
gonna
there.
call
Yeah,
it
I
right
saw
there,
that.
but-
Felt
Listen,
it.
he
I think you
is-
casted doubt when you threw your hands out and
You think that's
we
what
didn't
it was?
do. Yeah.
Listen, he does eat hot Cheetos every single day, but he's a man of substance.
I don't
that's
know.
why I
He
was like,
said hot
chicken.
Cheetos.
Ugh,
Yeah,
What's
he
my
said-
bonus question? I need to
He
redeem
didn't-
myself.
He didn't have any.
He's a monster.
He didn't have one.
Listen, world. Dawson loves hot Cheetos just as much as he likes chicken and steak. But he can't just have chicken and steak whenever. He can always grab a bag of hot Cheetos.
Which is why if he could eat one for the rest of his life, it would be hot Cheetos. Probably because it's in abundance, apparently.
I'm so hurt. I feel tricked.
Oh, man. Gord, I like that last name. That's fun.
Yes.
You know?
Fun fact about him. I'm going to shout out the boyfriend right quick.
Uh-oh.
So since it's, Native American Heritage Month,
Okay.
he's Native American.
Oh,
And he's from the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota.
really?
Yes.
Wow.
And fun fact about that reservation is majority of the Native American films that are made
Mm-hmm.
are based off the Lakota people,
Wow.
Really?
which he is.
How fun of a fact is that?
I know.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
That's
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna fact check you on that, and I'm gonna go
Please
check
do.
it out later.
Please do.
Yeah. Would you like to give any shout outs to anybody? Anyone else besides all these people that we've just asked you about? By the way, how does she do? Sorry, you
I
can
know.
think about the shout outs here for a second, but let's look at the scoreboard.
we
Here at the end of the
we
the quarter
four,
here.
4 correct answers.
Four correct.
For Tyler and his dog. I think it was that who we were talking about.
The dog
The
and
dog?
the fact that it was stolen. So that's 2.
Yeah,
that's what
that's 2.
6.
And then we didn't get Tyler, but we got the 10-year-old.
We did.
10-year-old.
Yeah.
So
We
you
did
got
the
a
10-year-old.
bonus point. I think you're looking at about 6 points there.
Whoop, whoop.
Out of
Nice.
possible 7, 8.
Yeah, possible. Yeah.
Depending on how the audio is cut, No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not that good.
I got it all right, everyone.
Except,
Oh
no, sorry.
man. All right. So you had a moment to think about shout outs.
Yes. First things first, thank you guys for having me on this lovely
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
It's a
I had a
privilege.
blast.
Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
no, thank you so much for being here. It was so awesome getting to know you better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel connected.
Good.
I feel like you guys really know me now
Yeah.
in my raw state. And then, I have to be obnoxious, but shout out to Ammo.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to say the phrase, but,
Oh yeah. Is it one I have to bleep?
yes, it is a bleep.
Really?
But
You can bleep it.
Yeah, bleep it.
You can just bleep it. I mean, it's gonna sound lame, but do it.
yas. If you ain't Ammo, you ain't beep.
That's awesome. All right, so yeah, shout out to Ammo. Anyone else? Anything else? Because I mean, you scramble your brains. It's gonna be like
Let me pull out the
you
long
didn't
list.
mention me. Yeah.
Of all my supporters, all the people who brought me here today. Thank you so much.
Nice, but you drove yourself. Okay.
I know.
You
Thank
walked
you,
here
Chevy
on your own.
Malibu.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for listening. I'm happy that we got to know you better, Sergeant Charmant.
Yes.
And if you're passionate about sharing your opinions and thoughts about our podcast, please email us. You can find me in the Global, Senior Master Sergeant Hansel Orozco. I'm not going to spell it for you. Enjoy your UTA and remember to make good choices.
And if you don't, make an appointment.
Awesome. So there we have it. What do you think?
That was so much fun. Oh my